33 Edwards Road. You've heard the comments from all concerned, and it's time for us to make some kind of decision as it regards to this.
Chairman, I can't find the silver lining of this cloud. I think this would be a huge mistake on the county's part to undertake something like this.
As much as I like seeing business and industry come into the county, something that might affect our water table is definitely not something I think we need to consider.
So, Chairman, I think even before we consider it, I think he needs to apply for his state permit first, and they grant it.
Well, the state's gonna pass the buck back on to Jasper County if it starts following the violation.
He actually can't apply for it without zoning. He's got to be properly zoned to apply with DPW.
What is special exception?
Where did that place us, Mr. Alexander, in regards to all that other stuff that's on Edwards
It
Road?
has no bearing. You're deciding just one piece of property alone. You look at it.
But the same issues relate to all of them.
Yes, sir. What you got out there is probably a code enforcement issue.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so you know, that's what you need to do to get started on cleaning up the whole mess.
And it's been there for years.
Well, if it's a junkyard, it's grandfathered, but it has to have been in continuous use.
No.
If it's trash, that's a different thing.
Yeah.
It's zoned for a junkyard, but it's on the wrong side of the road.
Well, I mean, the dirt it's on has to be something. General rule of zoning.
So he violated.
Any other questions or concerns? Mr. Salmon, you hadn't spoken your piece.
I want business to come to Jasper County, good business that will help the tax base, but not at the same impact our natural resources. That's where we struggle with those. Mr. Seeley mentioned that, you know, if you do things with the watershed that have to be under several restrictions and stuff, they would have to comply with that. I would like to see what kind of plan they have in place to do that. But at this time, with no plan and putting things in there, putting the cart before the horse, you know, that's where I'm at right now. So.
My concern is if we deny this, we've got to come up with a plan and put in place for the owner to remove all of that stuff out there. And if there's any oil and fluids spilled, who's going to be responsible for that? So there's a lot of variables that we've got to consider here.
And the same thing as far as the present zoning and everything else, and the allowable, and, you know, the special use permit is the issue that we're looking at, not the other type of zoning. So.
Well, all we have to deal with tonight is the issuance of this permit.
Approve it, deny it, or approve it with conditions. What are your choices?
Do what?
Approve it, deny it, or approve it with conditions are the three choices.
All right, somebody want to make a motion?
Mr. Chairman, at this time, I make a motion that we deny the special use permit for this property.
Is there a second to that?
Second with discussion.
All right, we have it. We have a motion and a second. Now we're back into discussion.
Once again, I'm all for business, but we need to do it properly. It's not worth impacting our water, not only water, but just everything else too. But I know Ms. Jones mentioned about wells. I'm on a well, and the aquifer around it. So they need to get a plan in place. So.
Any other comments? Any other questions? Hearing none, I'll call the question. All in favor of denying? Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
All in favor of denying the special use permit, 33 Edwards Road, indicate by a show of your right hand. All opposed, let me see. Just the opposite of the question I asked. All that